hi everyone. It's my honor to introduce you to one of the most respected figures in the global intelligence community, Peter. Peter. Peter is a former NATO intelligence chief, and now he serves as the head of marketing at OVEC, a company leading in advanced OSINT analysis. Today, he will share powerful insights in his talk, Public Data is Not Enough, the reality of professional OSINT, where he will be exploring how professionals go beyond open data to achieve true intelligence scale. A big thank you to as well to Tove, the sponsor of this session and the conference. And they're also creators of Artemis Auditor. That's a groundbreaking tool that helps in analysis of large-scale local data smarter and faster. So let us welcome to Petr on the stage. So yeah, thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. Good afternoon to everyone from the Czech Republic. It's great to be here, and thank you for joining my presentation, especially today on Saturday. And first, my huge gratitude to the whole OSINTcon team. You have done a great job in the last couple of months, and you have raised the level of this conference to sky high. So thank you very much, also to volunteers. So first, let me introduce myself. So this is me and my very long name. As you can see, I have been working with data and connecting things for over 15 years. I started on the user side in military intelligence, where I spent basically the entire part of my career. But for the last 3 years, I have been on the other side of the fence here at TOVEC. And the reason I moved from the army directly here is simple. I used to use TOVEC in my job, so I knew the capabilities, and I used this platform every single day for years. So I knew exactly what it was capable of, and I wanted to be part of building it. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, you can use the QR code, or you can find me. You can find my profile over there. So who is TOVEC? We are a private Czech company, and the most important number on this slide is 1993. So we are not a startup. We have been building special intelligence and search platform for over 3 decades. So we have more experience in searching than Google, which was established a little later afterwards. However, they became a little more popular. For 3 decades, we are a trusted partner for many government agencies, not only in the Czech Republic. And we do 3 things very well. We develop our own platform in-house with a real team of developers, and we deliver these solutions custom-made, customized to our clients. And most importantly, we also train them. So we are an intelligence partner, not just a software vendor. We stick around our customers and we really take care of them. So who uses our platform? Because the thing that I will show you later today is the whole new product, but it's a small part of our business. So our customers are usually professionals working in high-stakes environment, so military intelligence, law enforcement, but also big companies from commercial sectors. And all these people have something in common, and this is that they cannot afford to be wrong or to make mistakes. So the cost of missing one piece of data is huge, and they understand it. So we built platform for these professionals and the platform that works with them. And what is the real problem in intelligence, which we are trying to solve, is it's not a lack of data, especially these days. It's, on the other hand, too much data in too many different places. So your case files are here, your reports are there, your leak data is on other drive, so it's a mess. So the first thing our platform does is let you connect all of it. Your internal data from all possible systems, but also with your external data from, for example, some OSINT sources. Second, once it's all connected, you can search it all from a single window, which is something we are very good at, no matter if it is a PDF document, record in an SQL database, or a commercial OSINT database. So you can really search all of them using single application. Finally, the world is where it is. So you don't just get the results. The platform helps you to analyze them, and it uses also AI features to find, for example, named entities, to show you connections you didn't even know you were looking for. So it's not just a search engine, it's an analytical partner. Okay, so that was the corporate pitch. We connect data, we have AI, every company basically claims the same, and now it's on myself to prove it. So the core message of my presentation is that public data is not enough. That might sound a little strange at an OSINT conference, but I want to show you the reality of professional intelligence and investigation. So we are going to follow the digital footprints, but we will see that to get the real answers, so from getting from an ID or a single profile on some social media to a real name, phone number, and email address, we sometimes have to go much deeper, and sometimes the usual OSINT sources are just not enough. So today I'm going to walk you through a real anonymized case, and we are going to hunt a target. Okay. So first, the legal part. This is a real case about a real person, but all the identifiers, names, handlers, locations, they all have been anonymized. The original text were altered, but the core meaning is the same. So this is purely for educational purpose. So my hunt began on Telegram. So as like many do, we are in large Prague Telegram group, and the first thing we see is the advertisement about selling some THC, and so this group is clearly a marketplace for drugs. So we start looking at the members of this group, and that's where we find our first lead, this user with the name or nickname Wasted Bitch. And so our first hypothesis isn't that this specific person is a dealer yet, but this is a person of interest operating in a known drug marketplace. So we start digging into its profile. Now, when I start a case, I note every single detail. I'm old, so I'm using a Notepad++. There are much better tools to gather information about the target. So as you can see here on the right side, I will try to zoom a bit. I don't just write the facts that I find over there, like usernames, nicknames, and so on. I also write down my questions and ideas, because sometimes when you have to go back to your case a little later, it can be a useful clue where to start again. So what is Brytonsky in this case, which is one of the texts that you have found on the profile? It sounds Russian, maybe. What is this strangely looking string? Sounds like a product name, or it can be some kind of video game guild. You never know, but you have to write all this down with every possible idea you have. All right, so this profile links to its own channel, Phil Brytonsky. It has only 8 subscribers, so it seems very private, but it has a lot of photos, a lot of videos, there are some links. So number one rule for each OSINT investigation: download everything that is possible. Download all 78 photos, all 11 videos if it is possible, screenshot everything, and most importantly, source it. You must know where you found it and when you found it. This is a core obligation for each intelligence. Source your information to be able to trace it back. Maybe one note, which I hear quite often, that you can use Wayback Machine for saving the web page, if it is possible. I would be very careful in this case, because a smart target can check the archive sites, but also he can check his server, and he will find out that some Wayback Machine bot visited his site, which means that someone is interested in about his website. So be careful with Wayback Machine. It's not passive method. It's rather active method. You can also see links. You, again, should store all these links that you can see here. They are blurred, but this one is pretty clear. It leads you to an Instagram account. Also, with all the URLs, you should basically check the whole URL, read the URL, because from time to time, you can find very important clues inside the URL, like usernames and so on. So you can see that there is a username which becomes the pivot, new pivot now, and write it down, mark everything that you have found here into that case file that you have created last time. So we pivot to the Instagram. We have anonymized name. We see the link back to the Telegram on the page and so on, which is not the important, not that much important, I guess. Okay. I have skipped a couple of steps because it will be a long presentation, and therefore I'm just showing you the most important parts. So we have hosted our direct links, and now it's time for Google. But not only for Google, you have to use Bing, you have to use Yandex, you have to use also, for example, seznam.cz for check traces. The more search engines you know, the more search engines you understand, you are able to utilize, the better, because each search engine can give you a different set of results in different order. So don't stick only to Google. Use as much as possible. Couple of words about dorking, because dorking is still one of the most important skill for each OSINTer. You have to try all the possible combinations. Really learn all these operators that they can use. I have highlighted just a couple of them. So try different combinations of the username. Divide the username and try to search them separately. Try to search for certain websites using the site operator. Try to search also in files, because sometimes searching in files will give you different results than the ordinary full text search. And don't forget, when using quotes in Google, that it doesn't force Google to really provide you the exact keywords in the results. You have to always use the tools option and select the verbatim. You have to force it, otherwise Google will show you only similar results. We don't want similar many times. Sometimes we want exact, especially in case of identifiers such as nickname and so on. So you can see that Google found a Steam profile. Steam profiles are really good. Why? Because they store information about your previous nicknames. So look at the list of the previous nicknames. They are now completely new identifiers to you. And basically, the things that we have done before, you should repeat for each nickname that you have found. Really, don't be lazy. Use all of them. Even sometimes nicknames that doesn't seem likely to find something. Anyway, you should use them. Comments. Really, it is very important to read all the comments. As you can see here, and I highlighted just one comment saying 3 digits, 228. And this is what I mean by not being or don't be lazy. You could ignore it, because you can say, okay, it's just 3 digits, it means nothing. But don't do that, because if you don't understand something, it doesn't mean that it is not important or it doesn't make sense. If you don't know, search for the exact term or string, or especially these days, you can use AI, so Google Gemini, ChatGPT, and so on, and ask the AI, but you have to ask it with context. So I use this prompt, And I told the AI I'm an analyst and I suspect a drug distribution, some Russian ties, and so on. And I asked for the context of 228. So the answer is 228 is an article of the Russian Criminal Code. It's the law for drug possession, is the Russian equivalent of 320, oh, sorry, 420. I think it's in the US. So this comment is someone literally tagging our target as a drug user or dealer, and this strongly supports our hypothesis that this might be some drug-related guy or dealer. All right. I will just geolocation. When investigating, you get a lot of locations. They don't have to be just like GPS locations. It doesn't have to be only a place or a marker on the map. It can be mentioned in the text. It can be a picture, which you every time should try to geolocate at least somehow. So we have found a couple of traces before, the places where she operates, where she works, and so on. And every time we try to somehow keep this information in a visual form, because map is something that people understand very well. So I'm basically using my maps on google.com, which allows you to create maps and create your own layers, create your own points, and so on. And it's a very good tool to visualize where people usually operate. So I extracted really like all the possible information that I found from photos, from text, and so on. Okay, when you are searching on Google, sometimes you have the idea to skip some pages that you don't know, and so on. It's not a good idea, because sometimes these information can lead you to really something that can be gold for you. So this person, when I use the name that I have found, I guess on Facebook. Posted a couple of reviews on this web page, which is providing reviews about the restaurants. And what I have found is the whole profile of this person. In last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, she posted dozens of posts to include actual photos of the person, but she marked all the restaurants that she visited before. So you can see that she's really operating in Prague. From the density, you would be most likely to identify the places where she operates the most. All right. Okay. Facebook. Okay. This is another example of a post which you should again read very carefully. This is a post that I have found, I think, on Instagram, and there is another trace that this person might be a drug dealer or involved in distribution of drug. And again, they are using some kind of slang. And those who are familiar with English, you understand that runner in this case is someone who is moving drugs from one place to other place, or I believe you know what I mean. All right, Facebook. So sometimes it's a good idea to find a Facebook page, because a lot of people post a lot of important details, and sometimes it is very hard to get the real profile, because you can have only nicknames that the person is using just on a certain website. So what I usually do, I take all these nicknames and I just put them behind the slash. So Facebook slash something. And in this case, I was lucky. So the one identifier I was able to find on Telegram, I put behind the slash, and I found the profile of this person. The profile was locked, which was quite unlucky. However, there is still one option that you can use on Facebook to search for more clues. And yeah, it's in Czech, but this is the option for search. In the moment you hit this button or this option, you will get this pop-up window or pop-up option where you have to write some keyword to search for. So usually what I do, I use first name, then I use the surname. But later on, if I don't get more results, you can use just ordinary words like hi, would, something that you would find in most posts. I have received really, again, like dozens of different posts that were not posted or published on the subject's website or Facebook wall. These were published in the groups or on someone else's profiles. And you can see here that we have received a lot of important clues, like we have the age, we have the place where she worked, we have also the place where she worked. That's it. And the other advertisement that she posted in a group, Jobs in Prague, we can see that she's looking for a guy to work in a greenhouse, and also she will provide him with free housing and free car. This is a very good sign of someone who is looking for a new employer, and maybe in this case in some growing factory of, I don't know, wheat or something like that. So it's another message you have to consider. Okay, sorry. Facebook has one. It's very separate part of Facebook. You can find different information on Facebook and then on Marketplace, even though the profile is still the same. So every time try to investigate Marketplace as much as possible. And what I do usually, in Czechia we have other websites for publishing advertisements, and the one I like the most for investigation is this one, like bazos.cz. So I dorked the name of this person, just part of it. I of course tried other combinations as well, and I found a partial name match, but in the same part of Prague, which was quite suspicious. And I said, okay, this is worth trying. If it was her, I would have her phone number, because this platform provides usually also the phone number of the guy advertising the stuff. So now we have a marketplace items, and we have some items also on this Bazos selling platform. And how do we confirm that this is the same person? It is a good idea to compare visually the advertisements or images on the advertisements. So we take the Facebook marketplace. We filter also for the items that were already sold or that are inactive, and on the other side of the screen, we open Google image search with the dork you can see here, and basically directly you can see that these pictures, they don't match and so on. So most likely it's two different people. However, you shouldn't stop only here. If you don't have the match with the items being sold, you have to take a closer look at the pictures. So can you see any tattoos? Is there a same sofa in the background of the picture of the advertisement? In this case, I was unlucky and they didn't match, so I didn't get any phone number. So basically, it's a dead end for now. Sorry. So basically, we have done a lot of quality OSINT work, but we still don't know who the person is, which is sometimes very frustrating. And now, in many cases, The only option we have is that we need to pay money. Bots on Telegram can be a great help. They can be very useful. And one particular bot that I'm using very often is TGDB search, which can be very useful. The best robots are usually paid, but it's worth trying also the ones that are for free. There should be a whole lecture about Telegram bots, but today we don't have enough time. So I will just explain what you can see here. So basically, this bot provides you also other usernames if they were used by this person, and you can see that next to the identifier that we have found before, zombie7594, we have also found the one which has just the last digit different. And this is a huge pattern. So it means that our target likely registers multiple accounts, or it can do multiple accounts also elsewhere, and it just changes the last number. And this is critical for username or email enumeration, which I will show you a little later during the live demo. All right. The TGBD has also a paid version. So this is what you can see on their website, tgbd.org. And you can see that there are some premium commands. You can pay by your credit card, PayPal, cryptocurrency, and so on. It's quite safe. I tried it a couple of times. And I would say this is worth spending the money because the volume of information that you can get from this bot, Telegram bot, is very valuable for just a couple of dollars. All right. So one thing that you can get is basically the groups in which user is or was. This can provide you very interesting information about the guy, and especially when speaking about drug dealers, in which groups they are operating. And in this case, you can see that we have received really dozens of different Telegram groups, which can again expand your investigation into huge case. And doing this manually would be really difficult. But what I see as even more important is that it gives you, and it's really important for hunting, especially this type of hunting, is nearby users. So it gives you the records from the database who have of users that have been physically near your target. This is basically what you can see here, and you can't see it because I anonymized it. You can see the target's network. You can see their friends, maybe coworkers, maybe family, and the higher the percentage, which you can see here, the higher the percentage means more time the target spends with this profile in his close vicinity. So when you see number like 50%, it means that there is a good chance they are close associates, partners, relatives, friends, and so on. And this is another link for your investigation. And basically, you should do all the previous steps with the closest profile again. And again, it will take you a lot of time. So we have done a lot of quality OSINT. We followed the trail. We paid for some data. We confirmed most likely that she is a dealer. We know her associates, but we still don't have a real name. Daria Zorica, the name that I have used in the presentation, can be an alias. We are not sure yet. We don't have a phone number. We don't have email. We don't have a real identity. So this is the wall. And this is the moment when the public data usually are not enough. So now, before we crack the case, let me quickly introduce what you are looking at. So this is Tovek Artemis, and this isn't just another OSINT tool, and it's not an OSINT tool, it's an analytical tool. It's a tool for processing local data. And this is a full-scale investigation platform. which you can use locally on your laptops or your computers. And I want to be clear about what it means. It's built on core technology that was battle tested for decades by law enforcement, military, and intelligence clients. And this professional grade technology basically was refined over the years of real world cases and scenarios. So what you can see here is the desktop application. You can see that you have some sources. Some are local sources. Some are OSINT API sources. You can divide or organize your work into different projects. But the most importantly, you can search the data and visualize the data. And I will show you a couple of examples how it works. One critical thing, Tomek Artemis, which is the tool that you are looking at, it works with your files. So your case notes, your reports, your dumps, data dumps, your leaks that you have found on different darknet pages and forums and so on, and everything is processed locally, except these API OSINT sources that are connected from the outside world. But the local files, they are all processed on your computer. And so for professionals, some data sovereignty and OPSEC, this is very important. So I will just show you the capabilities of the tool. Let's start very simple. I have indexed couple of my own documents. They are unstructured, and I created them just for the demo. You can see these HR, organizational documents, sales, and technical documentation over here. I think it's I don't know, like dozens of unstructured documents. What I would like to search for is if it contains my name. So I have just written down my name. I hit enter, and I instantly received information where this string or keyword is present inside these documents. So when I open it, you can see that my surname is highlighted here, but also there are a couple of other things highlighted. Tomek Artemis has inbuilt also AI model for recognizing named entities. So you can see here that it can recognize emails, people or persons. It can also recognize companies and a lot of other things. I will open the second one. You can see that there are basically two people using the same surname, Karl Hochberger and Petr Vancl Hochberger. I just want to find the documents which mentions my name. So I have to use something little different. I can use AND operator, but in this case, it won't work well, because you can use AND, but the names might be in a different order, or they can be like 50 pages apart from each other. So that's useless. And we have to use more powerful operator. We can use near operator. We have over 20 unique operators that you can use, and we can just hit find me documents containing Petr and Hochberger. And when I hit enter, you get I don't know, like 8 or 6 documents, and their score is relevant to the proximity of those words that we are looking for. So you can see that the top document has information or has Petr something Hochberger, and you will see that with the second one, the proximity of those keywords is much longer. And if we go here, it will be much the length or the proximity would be much worse. So this simple operator saves you hours of sifting through false positives, but I will show you something even different. Sometimes you are looking for something, you don't know the name, you don't know the specific information about the person, location, and so on. And let's imagine that we want to find in a bunch of documents, it can be millions of documents, people who are CEO. You would have to go through each different document and manually search for it. In this case, we can use the near operator, and we can use also the extracted entity as a person. So it tells me basically, give me all the documents where CEO is somewhere near some person name. And when I executed, it found a couple of documents, and you can see that in this case, it found CEO and the entity Tomáš Hájek. When I opened the second one, it's a different CEO. So CEO and Karl Hochberger. So this can be pretty useful when you are really trying to search through a bunch of documents and you don't know what you are looking for specifically. The other one is something like this. It looks pretty much technical, but in the end, it's very easy. It means find my name and rank the results by how near it is to the end of the document, where people usually sign contracts right at the end. So this makes very much sense in case, again, you are crawling through different types of documents, and you can see that the highest document in the list is the one where my surname is at the end of the document, and the second example is basically the same. All right. So now going back to our investigation a bit. I will show you now something that will run queries against leaks that I'm using on my laptop for some research purpose. So I have a Facebook leak and I have a city zero day leak. It's a these are very two important leak files, which I use for investigations, but also for some researching and consultancy and so on. And I have showed you how to search simply for some information inside your sources, but we also have something that we call a visual query editor, and it allows you to build really long and structured and very complex queries. So basically what I have done, I have created some kind of scheme for searching clues that I have found elsewhere, like on Telegram and Facebook. And I created a very complex query. It's not very complex, but it's quite complex. And this basically stores the information in form of query, and it provides you some help or methodology when you are trying to search for example, in this Facebook or City Zero Day leak. So you can see that we have nicknames in different combinations. They can be in different order. You can also have a very complex query to tackle basically different formats of dates, like in this case, date of birth. So it will find 8th of January 1983, but it will also find 1983/01/08. It can be even, you can build it even better. I will show you something. I will show you the similar thing on my case, because I don't want to query those data into these leaked databases or into these leaked records. What I would like to show you is one case when you are looking for a person inside, for example, this zero-day huge leak dump, and we know that this person was born in 12th of January 1985, and we would like to see if this, for example, could be a password, because a lot of people use their date of birth as a password, and we know that this guy is operating in Czech Republic, So we would like to see if we are able to find maybe an email that has password 850112, but the domain of the email is .cz. So I will just show you quickly this one. And we have found like four different leaks. And when I scroll down a bit, you can see that this is my old. It doesn't exist anymore, so I can show you. I can show you here. So this is my old. Email address that I don't use anymore. You can see that the password is really the one that we are looking for, and it matches my. It also matches my surname. Uh, the second one will be pretty much the same, only with different email. It's the same one, but without the P at the beginning. All right, you can use this, for example, also for enumerations. So sometimes you are looking for an email of a person, but you don't know the email, right? So it's very good idea to use AI. So in this case, I used Claude, and I asked him, hey, for enumeration purpose or for the demonstration, I have a guy. He was born on 12th of January 85. Give me the 15 most likely and obvious combinations. The prompt can be a little better, but this is to show you an idea. What I can do, I can take these possible usernames, and I can basically bulk paste them into the query tree. All right, it's a good idea to change the stemming to Word. And I can do the same with domains. Basically, I can, I asked him to provide me the list of possible email domains. And again, I bulk paste them into the platform. And again, I will just set this to Word. And what Tovek Artemis will do for you, it will find basically all possible combinations of these two different groups of keywords together. And if you run them, again, the leak file, you will again get a couple of results. But it will take a little bit longer because the combination, there are a little more combinations, and it pretty much depends on the laptop and the computer power of your laptop. All right, so these are the matching texts it has found, just to provide you with the proof. So really, it found Peter 85, which is listed here in a combination with volny.cz, which is a Czech email provider, which is here. Here you can find the matching text, so seznam.cz, Gmail, Yahoo, and so on. So this is pretty valuable for OSINT enumerations. Okay. Back to our case. So from our manual OSINT, we found a Facebook ID, which I didn't show you before, but it's not that important. And it was basically the dead end. But in Artemis, it's not the dead end. It could be a key, especially in case you are storing leak files and so on, and you can check against them. So we took the Facebook ID we have extracted from the target profile, and we run it against our index leaks. I will not open the record here inside the diagram because I don't want to expose the real identity of the person, and I will not open more documents from this diagram. But what we have received from this record, and those who know how Facebook leak look like, we have received the name of the person, but we have also received a phone number. We took this phone number and we ran it against the OSINT sources, outside OSINT sources that are connected through the API, and we try to search for a person that is connected to these emails. It basically provided you two types of results. One that are from live services, such as it used to be Skype, about Viber, WhatsApp. You don't see them because the person you most likely doesn't use WhatsApp or Viber, but you can see the name. And the second one is the database of leaked information and some malware information and so on. And again, the confirmation that this person's name is Alina Volkova. And another thing, it provided some information about possible employment, and it's a pawn shop in Prague. Basically, everything, every information that you can find somewhere on the internet are downloadable, and I will just show you how it works. For example, with more structured data, where you don't have to rely only on the full text search. So I have indexed Pandora papers. They are very well known in the OSINT community, I guess, and they are indexed in form of visual index. You can still search, do the full text search. So I'm just looking for something mentioning Czech. When you open the record, it will give you the information that were stored inside the documents themselves. And I will try to use, for example, this one, and I will push it into a chart. Since this is the visual index, I can now use like visual analysis. So I will take this person. When I double click it, you can see again the content of the document. I can expand it, and it will provide you the leads that are stored in the index that you have created. And again, I can expand it further and further. And for example, in this case, it will give you a quite important investigation clue that all these four people that are mentioned here in Pandora papers, they all share the same business address. So this is the idea how it works. So if you have a CSV file, for example, which has some structured information about your targets, or it can be some bulk download from some social network or Telegram group, you can index it and create this visual indices to find some more relevant traces. Okay, I guess that's it. Who likes this tool? You can visit our website, forbes.tovec.cz. You can register there for free. And in a couple of weeks, we will be launching this application. You will be an early bird. You will receive some significant discount, and also you will receive the tool for testing. You will receive some invitations to some private webinars, and we would love to hear your feedback about using these tools, of course. Okay, I guess that's it. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation at least a bit. I will stop sharing my screen, and yeah, I think we can go on with the questions. All right. From a government policy POV, how does a country build its OSINT capabilities? Many cybersecurity policies do not mention of OSINT. It pretty much depends, because each country has OSINT incorporated in a different level or in different part of intelligence, law enforcement, and so on. I would say until a couple of years ago, the issue was that the people or the people on higher places, they didn't see the value of OSINT, and now they are trying to catch up. And at least here in Czech Republic, I can see that a couple of our customers, they are starting building sole OSINT departments, but it's a long process, and especially here in Central and Eastern Europe. Yeah, everyone talks about OSINT, but rarely anyone talks about SIGINT. What are your thoughts on that? Is it a good domain to study, and can a normal person study SIGINT? Tricky question. SIGINT is usually the most sensitive intelligence discipline in the whole country because it costs a lot of money. It can provide you very sensitive and very important information. and therefore you don't hear about SIGINT basically ever or never. So if you can study SIGINT, yes, you can, but it very much depends in which part of SIGINT you will end. You can end in strategic SIGINT. You can be in tactical SIGINT, and these are very different disciplines. The principles are the same, but technically it's something different. So if you want to be really good SIGINT operator or analyst, you should be technically skilled. You should understand how telecommunications work, how electromagnetic, you should know at least something about electromagnetic waves and so on. So yeah, you can study it at least somehow. Hi, can an individual use TOVEC for personal investigations if they are not affiliated with, yes, with a government agency or an investigative department? Yes. So until now, it was not possible. However, we are releasing TOVEC Artemis exactly for this purpose, because we understand that the enterprise solutions are very expensive, and therefore we will be releasing TOVEC Artemis in upcoming weeks to provide this opportunity to use such a tool also for OSINTers, forensic guys, even lawyers, basically everybody who is processing a lot of unstructured information. And they have to do it locally, because this is the main part. You process the data locally, you don't send it anywhere to the cloud, to any cloud. What if URL is intended to trace back you? Do you take care of those things as well? Maybe be like using a VPN or something to stay anonymous during such investigations. Yeah, it's just OPSEC. Everyone or every investigator has its own OPSEC. I have mine as well. For the purpose of this demonstration, I did something, but since I was not really like investigating, I was just collecting information about the target, which is not in the end my target. It's just the target of for this educational briefing. But yes, VPN, it can be a good thing to have or use. However, whoever is using VPNs in last couple of years, you know that it can bring you sometimes more problems than it has advantages. So, but yeah, sometimes VPN is necessary. But again, like, use laptop that is separated from everything else, or use virtual machines. Again, you have seen that I was using check localization of my web browser. You should not do that as well. So the installation on your virtual machine or on your different laptop that you are using only for investigations should be a clean installation. It should have localization that is general. So I don't know, like English is fine, I guess, or Russian, or it should be pertinent to the country in which you are doing the investigation. So yeah, OPSEC is a vital part, and of course it would need more time to talk about OPSEC. How can small OSINT teams compensate for limited access to non-public data sources while still maintaining the professional grade outcomes? Great question. And again, we would like to release Artemis to enable also the small teams to pay only for data they would use. And if you are interested, just register, and maybe you will like it, and you will see that this is the way you can take. Is it possible to detect someone based on their phone number? If you mean detect like location, it's almost impossible. I'm not saying that inside databases of a couple of providers, you won't get the information that this phone number is connected to certain location. However, it's not a direct, I would say, clue. It's some kind of bridge. It's usually bridged by other identifiers or other sources of information. However, using a phone number is even difficult here in Czech Republic for even for law enforcement, because they have to ask court to get the records. So I would say for personal investigations, I don't think so. My question is that AI is better for the investigation. Help us to, which AI is best for the investigation help. There are a couple of services which has LLM models trained for OSINT, let's say OSINT investigations. They are quite good. I have tested one or two, so you can find them very easily. I don't recall the name currently, at least the one. Yeah, sorry, I can't recall it, but they are good. But still, you have to treat AI or LLM as just another source of information that you have to always validate. So if LLM claims something and you can't find the trace back to the original information, from the professional perspective, you should never use this information, only in some realm of your hypothesis. So yeah, there are, but I like Claude for it. I guess it has like the best language understanding model, at least from my perspective. I like Google Gemini because it has access also to a huge database of indexed websites, and the others you should basically combine them together, which I always do. Does Telegram remove EXIF metadata from images like other social media platforms? Yes, I think so. I think that there is no social media provider that is not doing this anymore, which is a pity. I remember 10 years ago, even Facebook provided more information inside the pictures than it does these days. Tovec is a paid tool. However, we will be releasing freemium version for testing. It will have almost the full power, except a couple of limitations. How do you perform country-specific OSINT? There could be other sources too, if this question makes sense. Yes, country-specific OSINT is always a demand. So if you are tracing a Czech guy, you should be very well informed about public registries that are available over there, about the language, about the culture. I was focusing on Chinese data mining, and believe me, it's totally different from the language and culture perspective than European countries. So you have to study their mentality and everything. So it's not only about the data sources or tools, but also it's about understanding minds of people. Again, it's a very broad question. So yeah, it would take a lot of time if we would speak about it longer. Did you end up being in dead end in some cases? In most cases, and especially when you are hunting people and they are very careful, which they are usually in case you are hunting like professionals. So most cases are dead end, really. Even if you have other like non-public databases inside, for example, intelligence organization. So yeah. Hi, I would like to ask the representative: is the Artemis native to work with leaks? No, you have to. All the data that you put in are your own data. You don't provide any data, or you can use some sources that are connected through the API to collect information. What are the limits it can work with? Let's say 1 word of text. Oh, it depends. The limit depends on your machine. So if you have a huge machine or a powerful machine, it can process even like terabytes of data. Yeah, it would need better chat or longer chat about this, because it's also about how you specify the index, how big is the index, and so on. But I haven't found any limitations yet during my investigation, which doesn't mean they doesn't exist. Can Artemis be utilized for blockchain analysis? No, very unlikely, because it's a different type of data. It's a lot of very small pieces of data that you have to connect together. So no, I would not recommend it to analyze blockchain. Yes, we are always hiring more IT support. You can ask over the email. And do you have automation or some other mechanisms that prevent you from crossing boundaries? No, it's on your own. You should know what you are doing. You should have your own ethical code. So yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thank you also for great questions. I hope I was able to answer them all. I tried to answer them all because it was 16 answers and I had a very short time. So please, whoever is interested in our platform or just to chat, reach out to me on LinkedIn or via email, or register for Topic Artemis. You will receive some information about what is going to happen in upcoming weeks, and also some links for testing, for downloading everything, and also we are preparing webinars for you as well. So thank you very much. It was my pleasure, and I hope I will be able to see you on next OSINTCon, because guys are doing a really good job. Thanks a lot. Have a great rest of the weekend, and yeah, stay safe.